lovelies, welcome back. There have been quite a few changes since we were last here. I've been a busy little bee off camera. As you can see, I've been fiddling about in Witchery a little bit. I've got my hat and robes ready. I've also been rearranging some of these so that they're not interfering with each other. It does say in the Lexica Botanica that if you place flowers of the same type next to each other, they'll try and compete for the sunlight or moonlight. So I've spread those out a little bit. I've also done a bit of building. So you'll see over here we've got a bridge that leads over. There's another little one over. Oops, another little one over there. It's hard to find. If we come over here into this different biome, I've got some more hives set up. This is because the biome that we're currently living in over there, the swamp biome, it isn't very good for most types of the common bees. So I thought I'd move my bee setup over into the boreal forest because that's a nice normal climate, normal temperature, and most of them are able to work there with no problems. What else has changed? Let's have a look-see. Oh yes, you may notice the wings I'm wearing. Those are courtesy of Mr. Sigyn. He's been doing a bit in extra utilities. He's done his little sigil activation ritual and got some unstable ingots and crafted these lovelies. If I can find them. Oh, it's the angel ring. What this does, unfortunately these usually aren't available on most servers because, as you'll see, they give you creative flight. They've got the gorgeous little animation there. I absolutely love them. But since we're not competing against too many people, they even flap while you're flying around. You know, this it's not really too unfair if us few little people on this server have some wings. So we've got them. And just to go over the crafting recipe of these, you need a nether star, some gold and some unstable ingots. Now these ingots are very awkward to get. I won't be showcasing them here yet. I may do in the future, unless Sig covers those. But basically you need to activate a sigil, and you've got like a few minutes to craft those ingots before they explode. I'm sure there are other tutorials and videos out there explaining the same thing, so I won't dwell on that too much. I've also been expanding down here a little bit. I've also upgraded my chalice to a filled chalice, and also courtesy of Mr. Sigyn, he's kindly given me a wither skull that he had going spare, and now we're up to 7,620 altar power, which means we can pretty much power almost all rituals and brews. The drop of luck being the main pain in the bum, which needs somewhere around the 6,000, 7,000 altar power. So yeah, it's good we've finally got that up and running. There's Bob still chilling out there. But over here you'll see we've got a brand new area. I have been a busy bee. I've decided that I do want a few basic machines in here, just so I've got access to say some of the alloys and certain materials that you can only really craft using these, or things like making logs go further. Got the sawmill, which instead of getting 4 planks you get 6, I think it is. So that's very handy, and this is where I'm probably going to be setting up some forestry bits and pieces, since I do want to get into that at some point and I do need space for the forestry get-up. So that's going to go in there. I also want to mention this market block, this Pam's Harvest Craft. Now I was having a bit of trouble getting the last few seeds and saplings that I wanted. Now this market block, you can pretty much buy any seed in the entire game for 1 emerald there. And if we scroll through far enough, you can also get the saplings as well. I think they cost, there we go, they cost 3 emeralds each. You can get any saplings that you happen to be missing. I was missing maple, I think it was. There was the main one I was after. We've finally got some of that. And what else? What else? What else? Oh yes, another handy one. If you're sick and tired of farming sugarcane all the time, you can actually get a paper tree. I didn't know this. I stumbled across one in a jungle biome, and I thought, what on earth is that? Jungle sapling plus paper equals a paper bark. Now you can plant this, and basically, like any other bark-based tree, such as the I think it's the cinnamon, such as this one here. We've also got our maple up this way. If you'll come with me. Maple is quite unique in it can be easily overlooked because you think it's just a normal spruce. This is a maple tree. You see the heavily textured bark here, and if you right click on it somewhere, it's pinged off somewhere, it will give you a bottle of maple syrup. Somewhere. It's being a pain. There we go. I got one. But I didn't want to plant that there. Give me that. So yeah, I don't know where those other bottles pinged off to. But get your maple syrup. Use that in several recipes. Let's see, let's just find somewhere for this paper bark. Come on, I should have some space left. This will do. There. So I should have I'll use the watering can. I think I must have used up all of my bone meal. That's the one. I'm forgetting all my words today. But here we go. This is the paper bark tree. See, it's got jungle leaves, but the bark is completely white, and it will go paler when the paper is ready. You can just right click on it as usual and get paper from it. Right, now that little bit is out of the way, let's see what else we've got. Just to note as well, we've moved on to the 1.3.1 version of Infinity Montague now. It's getting quite a few frequent updates, which is great because it means the mod makers are obviously on top of any bugs or problems, also any mod updates that there have been. One major one is the Witchery mod has been updated to the most recent version, and we now have vampires. You can become a vampire with Witchery, and I know a certain someone who's very interested in doing that, and I dare say we'll see something on that very soon. So watch this space. Okay, so getting back to where we were with Botania, I've got a couple of things I want to start off with. First of which, when we get to it, is our Runic Altar. Now we need this to create all the different runes we can get in Botania, which are used to make various different plants and all sorts of crafting recipes, basically. It's very much a highly needed block. I really can't get my words out today. It's crafted using living rock and either a mana pearl or a mana diamond. Pearls are cheaper for me, so I've got that one there. Oops. I keep pressing the wrong button. Also, there is a block called an Alchemy Catalyst. Now what this does is when you place it underneath your mana pool, it increases the number of things you can make, that you can just throw items into the mana pool and it'll change into something else, because otherwise you won't be able to do that. The main example I can think of is I have a lot of rotten flesh that I wanted to change into leather, and this block basically allows you to do that. So just pop it under there, as you can see. Now if we run back, I should have brought some with me really, run back to the house, get some flesh, we will see. There it is. Now leather I can use lots of, especially when it comes to these witchery robes and hats, because you need the leather in order to repair them as well as craft them. You can repair them. They need, I think it's 3 impregnated leather and 4 impregnated leather to repair the witch's robes. As you see, they're crafted using it. So since these do get damaged, they only have the durability of leather. I need lots of leather to help repair them. So as you see, you've got the tick there. There we go. 2, 3. I've got our leather, all thanks to that little block there. Very handy. Right, the other one, the Runic Altar. Where shall we put it? Here for now. That's close enough, I think. Now, what this does, I think we need to link it with that one. Either way, we are able to put lots of blocks onto here. Let's find some crafting recipes. I really am losing my marbles today. Better than any eye, I think. Yeah, all of these runes are crafted on this Runic Altar. So we've got mana steel. You right click on the altar with each of these objects. Then you throw a piece of living rock onto it. Right click with the wand of the forest and it'll create your rune. Now, I don't think I'm going to get too far into that just yet. I still need to gather some materials for this one. I just wanted to give a little explanation for it. Just a basic overview. Oh yes, my spare mana pool, the first one I made, I decided to throw it in there and make a second one, so that we've got even more mana. So I think I'm going to place another spreader here. You'll see it zooming over from here. So as this one fills up, this spreader will move the rest of it into here. So we're going to have 2 mana pools full of mana. Always lovely. The Black Lotus as well I wanted to mention. Now these are found in dungeon chests. I think I have about 10 of them so far because we've done a lot of exploring. And that's a creeper up there. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for him. The basic use for these is that you can throw them into a mana pool and it will give you a mana boost. Like so. They also, I think they are also used to craft something else. I don't know how to do it yet, so it might be something we'll have to come back to in the future. So I've got a nice little stock of those in one of my chests in there somewhere, and I will come back and investigate later when I've learnt a little bit more about it. Oh, one other little thing while I remember, that I meant to mention earlier. You may have noticed I am wearing a little monocle. This Manacle monocle from Britannia. When you wear it, it allows you to see the path of mana, even through objects and walls. So as long as you're relatively close enough to see it, like I was downstairs in my Witchery area earlier, and I could still see the green beam through the walls. It's just a cute little feature, so you don't have to be right next to your setup to see it working. So I thought I should mention that. Otherwise, it's just it's a cute little accessory to wear. So, as forearmed is forewarned, I think I should also mention I've got the new Witchery crop, which has been added to the recent version, which is garlic. Now this you can find by punching grass, just like the others. Plant it there, and when it grows up to be about a block high, then you can harvest it and get some more. Now this is used in a few different ways. You can make Witch Hunter Dawn gear, which helps guard you against vampires and their influence. You can make the vampire information book with it as well, which details various things about how to become a vampire. Not quite sure what else. I've not got it myself, so we might have to find that out later. Also, garlic garlands, which I wanted to make a few of, and you see I have some here. I've not seen these yet, but I hear you can hang them around, and vampires can't cross them. So they're generally used to, say, put as a border around your home or your land, something like that, or just use them as decoration. As let's see. Oh, look at those! They're so tiny. Oh, they're really cute. I might have to make some more of those. They're adorable. Kind of goes with my kitchen theme as well. And I I'll just hang those up there for now. Keep them on the doorways. To be actually effective, I think they have to go across the doorway so that vampires can't walk in through the door. But I'll put them up there for decoration for now. They're absolutely adorable. As you know, I love my decorations and things like that, so that's a thumbs up from me. So cute. So, I believe in the last episode we also mentioned Botanical Brewing. I remember now, this is what we needed the Runic Altar for, because you need a rune of mana in order to create the Botanical Brewery, as well as some living rock and a block of mana steel. So the rest of it is pretty easy to get, but I think we'll look at making the rune of mana. I'm going to need a lot of mana steel and a mana pearl. Should be pretty simple. So if I grab pretty much all the iron I can get from here. I know we've got some mana steel in one of our chests over here still. Hopefully we should have enough, as well as the living rock. I might have to place some more and get that Daisy working on making some more living rock for us. Take that out for now. Right, so how much mana steel have we got? Oh, quite a lot. Okay, and we need a pearl, I think it was. Oh, we've got tons of iron. We definitely won't run out. Right, how many do we need? We need 9 in there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and a pearl total. Right, so 7 in there. So we only need 7 there. I'm going to make the rest of the steel. So remember, all we need to do is throw it into the pool. There we go. So if we head back, and where's how much? Ah, I've got plenty. Right, so we need 1 for the rune. I think it was 6. Was it 6? Let's have a look. Yes, 6. So 7 total, so we can put that one back. Have our block. So that will go there. 6 around here for now. Right, we need a brewing stand, and the rune of mana can go in there. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, because we can demonstrate here. I think these will be close enough. I think we need to put this in sparing mana twice. Can't quite remember. I'll figure it out as I go along. Right, so I need the mana steel, mana pearl, and that'll be thrown onto it. So if you hold it and simply right click, it'll add it to the recipe, as well as the pearl there. I'm not sure if it's quite close enough. Is it close enough? Well, it wants to make it. Bear with me for a moment while I remember how on earth we do this bit. I think we might need the mana spreader. I think what I'm going to do, easy fix for now, if I pick this up, pop it here. It's the easiest way I can think of to do that. There we go. No faffing around. As you can see, the little blue spark in the middle means that it's gathering mana. Oh, and it's finished. You also get the little rune symbol when you're holding the wand, and it shows you the progress of it. So what we do now is we throw this on here, and right click, and there we go. There's our rune of mana. Wonderful. Right, and a brewing stand we need, so bear with me while I just run inside, grab a blaze rod and some cobblestone to craft that. So I know I have plenty of blaze rods because I went farming in the nether yesterday. There we go. That's all ready. Now we have everything we need. Excuse me while I run into walls. I don't use a mouse, I've got a mouse pad, so it can get a little bit erratic sometimes if I lean on it the wrong way. Right, so got all of our gubbins. Place that there and that here, and we have our Botanical Brewery. Again, I think I'm going to have to read up a little bit on this, but from what I can tell... Oh, look at that! Ah, that's a lovely little animation. So, basically, the way this works is somewhat similar to how a normal brewing stand makes potions. Difference being that obviously Botania has its own unique potions, and it also has its own versions of the vanilla potions as well. So it's kind of like an upgrade from the vanilla brewing stand as such. But we'll look into it a little bit more when I've gathered some more materials for it and got a little bit more time. But that's the basics done. We've seen how to use our Runic Altar. I'll have a little bit more read in the Lexica Botania for next time, and hopefully I will also be able to get more of my words out. I won't be so fumbly. But that's what happens when you've had a break from recording for about a week. Alright, so after all of that, just a few bits of basics done today, and we'll hopefully make some more progress next time. So I will see you on the next one. Bye bye now.